All right, let's go and do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Does your mom have a favorite child? 1 in 4 mothers admit it's true. So you know there's probably another few that won't admit it but feel it. Yeah. The survey also revealed the key ways people can figure out if they're their mom's number one, including always being the one she talks to about and talks about to other friends and making more of an effort on their birthdays than the other siblings.
Yeah, my brother and sister say that I'm the favorite to her.
Do you feel like you're the favorite?
I used to be, I think, but now that I live here in Tennessee, I think that my sister's probably the favorite now.
Because she's close proximity?
Yeah, and they hang out all the time.
Lunchbox, you your
favorite, most successful.
Oh.
Bring most of the family.
I don't know, your sister's pretty successful.
Yeah, she's a nurse, but she's not as successful as me. It's a tough word.
But success in what way? Like, she's actually saving people's lives.
I am too. We get people all the time to call in and say, you got me through a rough time.
All the time?
Yeah. Like, I met some lady a couple weeks ago. We got her through the time her husband got arrested in India. And she found our radio show, and she was like, all I could do was cry, but then I found you guys, and for 7.5 months, I just listened to you guys, and then my husband came home.
Why, he was locked up in Mumbai or what?
Yeah, because he was spreading the word of the Lord.
Oh, wow.
Now, don't fall for his trick.
No, I am.
That sucks.
No,
yes, but don't fall for it, because I'm not comparing him to a nurse.
Wow, man.
Don't fall for his trick.
And we helped her for 7 years?
7.5 months.
Oh, 7 months.
Okay. Yeah, but my sister does great work.
Yes.
My brother... He works in an office.
See, there's no need for you to even go after him there.
Slams his brother.
We just moved on.
No, I'm saying he works in an office. Yeah. He does great.
Other signs include moms keeping more photos of their favorite kid on display, using their favorite son or daughter's birthday for passwords.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's from Moonpig Survey. Top couples complaints. When asked to rate their top relationship irritants, men and women give strikingly different answers. What is, and I'll just ask you guys, what is your biggest complaint?
I don't really have one. Do you have one, Lunch?
The nagging.
Okay, he went quick.
Yeah,
real
nagging.
quick.
Eddie's at least acting like he's got to think about his for a little bit.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, it's just like, oh, did you do this? Oh, no, I forgot. I'll do that in a minute. And then 10 minutes later, hey, did you do this? No, I'm still eating my lunch. I'll do it in a minute. Like, it's like, okay, stop. Like, I didn't forget this time. I think
ours is temperature related. Like, it's not even that I like it cold, but she gets so cold so quick that she's always freezing. She's like, I'm just so cold.
I got another one.
We'll put on a coat. You have another one?
Of course he does.
Go ahead.
My wife waits till about 4 o'clock. She's like, what should we do for dinner? Really, it's 4 o'clock. We should already have had this decided at 1 o'clock.
What time are you going to eat?
Yeah, sometimes we don't. But we don't have kids.
We have kids that are 2, 4, and 5. We eat at 5, 5:15.
Okay.
And I'm like,
that's pushing it.
That drives me up a wall.
All right, I got one.
Go ahead.
Just one?
I'm glad. Hey, it took you a long time to think of it.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, she takes everything out to cook, right? And makes a mess out of the kitchen just to clean it up later. I'm like, why not just put stuff away as you're
doing
cooking?
it?
And it's just a huge mess. And then she's like, I'm going to clean it up anyway. Right, but the kitchen's a mess all day.
What about this? Let's switch it up. What is your wife's biggest complaint about you?
I don't know.
I can't think of one.
And none of those?
You?
No. A lot. I mean, yeah. I'm not the easiest to live with. I mean, probably... Oh, man. I have priority work a lot of times.
Sure, that's
a big one, which I'm trying to be better at it.
Video games at all?
Priority video games. Yeah. I'm trying to be better at that.
Yeah.
I like to, and this is just because my wife and I are both allergic to our dogs, we found out through doing allergy shots. But I like to get on the ground and roll around with them and then not clean it off and just get in the bed.
Oh, yeah, she didn't like
that.
No,
I mean, she doesn't like that at all. Like that. I think she wants to kill me sometimes when I do that. I just forget. But I like get on the red. And I'm as soon as I walk in the house from work, I'll be like, "Where are my friends?" And they come running, right?
Oh, that's cool.
That's my thing. Where are my friends? They come running, and sometimes I get on the ground, roll with them, and then I just run and plump, pop on the bed. And she's like, "Did you do Where Are My Friends?"
You're like, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
There's a lot for me. Maybe.
I'm too nice to her.
Oh, too great of a husband?
Yeah, because she's like, man, it just seems like it's so fake because you're so nice all the time. And I'm like, well, that's just
you do talk to her like this.
And you're just probably way good looking.
Yeah, she does done like
too much sex appeal.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere we go, women are, woo, catcalling. She's like, man, it's just so hard being with you.
And she's like, you just handle that so well. You don't even pay
turn your
attention.
head.
Yeah. Good for you, man. That's from Psychology Today. What does a hairstyle say about a woman? And here's the thing about this. I just feel like this is bullcrap because it's only positive things. For example, fashion experts say it is very telling about a woman, her personality, if you look at her hairstyle. A woman with curly hair is seen as optimistic and usually very positive.
Oh.
Wavy-haired women, approachable and warm. If her hair is short, she's projecting confidence and creativity. Women with straight hair are seen as rich and worldly. I don't see a dang thing about negative things.
Yeah.
That means everybody with hair is awesome.
I thought like that's just how your hair is. Like, do girls have to curl their hair?
Yeah. Yes. Or or straighten it, or cut it, or yeah. You don't have a lot of hair, so experience with it.
I know. I don't know anything about hair really.
Morgan, what would you say to his answer?
Yes, we have to style it, Eddie. But yes, we do have natural way. Like some people can have natural straight hair, natural curly hair, but we still typically style it.
But do girls curl their hair?
Yeah, like I curl my hair every morning. My curly natural hair is crazy. So I have to style it and curl it, make it better. When I say style it, that means curl, blow dry, do the whole thing.
Morgan, I'm looking at you right now. I got a question.
Yeah.
Is your hair naturally not blonde?
When I was born, yes. As I got older, it got more like darker blonde.
But still darker blonde.
I had like white blonde
Ray,
hair.
why did you ask that? Ray, why'd you laugh so hard? Sorry.
Just because it was
a weird question.
Weird question.
Why would you ask that?
Well,
yeah, but I dye it.
No, because I'm looking at the top of their head and I see some black hair.
Those are the roots. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
They
it's
grow
not.
out.
It's not. I didn't know that it was.
How'd you wordle?
Easy, buddy.
Good.
No, I'm saying I didn't know it was.
First impressions by Ann Demarius with that. No, that's a good question. We're just we're not going to stay with it a long time.
I just saw it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe her hair's
Yes,
really black.
as you get older, your hair gets darker. That's what happens.
I didn't know that.
Unless you're
white hair.
Eddie.
Yeah, you
or
get
red
white
hair.
and you lose your hair.
Yeah. Your hair's just tan, you know?
Just like me.
All right, that's the news. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
This is the new song from Casey Musgraves. It's called Deeper Well. Bobby Bones Show. Thank you, guys. Two things. One, these stories about where they tear down the wrong house by mistake, that they are wild. It's like cutting off the wrong arm, going into surgery. So I got one. I just don't understand. Secondly, I do want to talk about if you have a sore throat, you probably haven't done this to make it better, but this is something that you can very easily do to make it better. I didn't even know this to the extent. So I think I'm going to give you some information that you can use in your life. And your calls, if you want to get in, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number, 877-77-BOBBY. We'll be right back. not really someone that posts reviews. Even if things don't go right, I just kind of go, well, maybe they're having a bad day, generally. But I had an Amazon order sent to my house yesterday.
Oh, all right.
And it said delivered. And it wasn't delivered. I didn't see it anywhere. And so I went into my app, and I looked for it, and it said, yeah, delivered. Here's a picture of it. And they just threw it like in the ditch in front of the house.
Oh. Yeah, that's not cool.
But do I need to review it?
Yes.
That we get a different Amazon person every day.
But they know which Amazon driver came to your house that time.
What would you say if you were me then? Because maybe it was an accident. Maybe it like fell out of their hand.
Or it blew into the ditch.
It wasn't because it's pretty heavy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So if it fell out of their hand, they would pick it up and put it where it's supposed to go.
Maybe their hand, it was a prosthetic hand. They didn't have feeling in it.
Oh, right.
Seems to me like it was a drive-by, toss out the door and drive.
Maybe.
Okay, so when you say review, like, how are you going to review it? Like, are you
Well,
going
it's
to
leave feedback, just generally. I always feel like, too, like maybe I'm just too lazy to do it. But I just saw the, I was like, where is it? I know it was delivered. It said it was delivered. And then I saw the picture. They take a picture of it. Also, if you're them, why would you take that picture?
Yeah.
Why would you just not go, oh, the picture wouldn't load? Because you threw it in the ditch. Just don't put a picture up of the bad job that you did.
I've thought about it. I think you need to review it.
You do.
You need to review this, dude. Send a review in. Tell them that you were not satisfied with what happened, and let's see what happens. See what you get.
What I would get, here's the good and the bad. What I would get probably is nothing. And somebody who maybe was having a bad day gets penalized, and maybe it's strike 3 and they lose their job.
Yeah, but
let's say they have a bad day every day.
I hear you. And it could also
if
improve
every
the
person
service.
says,
I hear you.
oh, I'm not going to review because they're having a bad
know.
day. Well, sorry.
And we need accountability in this world.
That's right. We do.
So people
From you two, hilarious to hear.
Why? We're never held accountable?
You just don't want to be held accountable.
Right?
I'd prefer not to be.
Right, that's my point.
I'm just saying.
Man, I think you need to let them know.
Well, that's what I'm not even dealing with it. It's not that big of an issue.
What did your wife say?
Nothing. It was I didn't tell her because it was baseball, like football card holders, like for cards I'm going to send off to get authenticated.
That's why you're upset.
Well, no, I was just looking for it, but I'm not going to be like, have you seen my little football card holders? Because she's already like, you have so much, like, come into that. Because I've been, Oh, let me ask you guys this question, Morgan. I would like to ask you this question too, because this is mostly maybe possibly a generational thing. I'm doing this series, this kind of digital docu-series on sports memorabilia, cards, the breaks that I do. It's this crazy culture. And I want to name this is what I want to name the series, because we've already started shooting it. I want to name the series, I Saw the Sign. I saw the in block letters, and then sign is like a sign, like cursive.
Yeah.
And in parentheses, because I saw the sign, a series about sports memorabilia, not ace of base.
Yeah. Because that's the first thing I thought of.
Does that make sense to you, Morgan?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on.
So I saw the sign.
Okay.
Opened up my eyes. I saw the
sign.
So it'd be called I Saw the Sign, but it's about signed stuff. But it says I saw the sign, parentheses, a series about signed sports memorabilia, not ace of base.
Because Ace of Base sings that song.
Got it. I thought it was from Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
funny too.
Yeah, that's
Or
what I
Pitch
know
Perfect,
from.
Yeah. Because I thought it was pretty clever when I came up with it, but then I started to think it just might be lost on folks.
And it's really long, too.
It is really
but
long.
But the title is I Saw the Sign. That's the name of the series.
Yeah.
But it's like the first book that I wrote. It was called Bare Bones. And the sub is I'm not lonely if you're reading this book. You don't say the sub the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I like it, dude.
I like it too.
I like it because I know Ace of Base in the song. I know. And that's the first thing I thought of when you said, I saw the sign.
And then it's like sign, like you sign something.
Yeah, man.
Like double.
But we're an older generation.
But maybe you just like leave it. I saw the sign, and then some people get it, and otherwise it's just a clever name to like people like me.
Like sign, yeah. Were you, Lunchbox, the one talking about Colin from accounting?
Calling from accounts, yes.
Yeah, we started watching it last night. It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
This conversation reminds me of that because it's a couple, and they have the same exact age difference as my wife and I, which is 11 years, almost 12 years, like 11 years, 9 months. And they're dating, and there's a whole story as to why they date, but he says stuff, and she's like, what? I don't even know what that is. And so to us, it's hilarious because really the only thing that we don't like have the same sensibilities about is pop culture.
Yeah.
Because I'll say stuff, I'll be like, I mean, it could be anything 90s related. She's like, I don't know what that is. But it's really funny. It's Australian.
Yeah.
So it's like a hybrid of American and British humor, it feels like. But yeah, it's so funny. It is on Paramount Plus, and it's 30-minute episodes, and they're starting season 2. I think that's about to come out. But we just started season 1.
Oh, season 2 is going to come out?
Yeah, my wife was like, we should watch Calling from Accounts. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, oh, Lunchbox talked about that show. She goes, well, I heard about it from a friend too, so we watched it. It's good. It's getting
really funny.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Do you guys like it because it's like you two?
No, we like it because it's really funny.
Yeah, you laugh out loud.
It's like the British Office, kind of. You laugh out loud, but that relatability to us because we're that.
Yeah.
You know, a woman in Louisiana is suing after a contractor tears down her home by mistake.
How does this happen?
Oh, man.
I don't get it.
They were supposed to take down the one next door. They didn't. That's wild to me. It's like a doctor doing the amputation on the wrong leg or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now Ernestine Smith is filing a lawsuit to get the cost of her home back. When the contractor came back to level the correct house, they were like generous, they thought, and offered her a couple $1,000 for her trouble. They knocked her whole house down.
That's
I'm looking
crazy.
at pictures of it.
Yeah. So what? I mean,
From
what
WBRZ.
What does she do? Like, what does she do now?
She's suing, but I don't know where she's living. Originally, the contractor said he tore down the right house, but then it seems he's been proven wrong.
Yeah. I think you can figure that out.
You just come home and it's gone. I mean, once I drove up when I was living in a condo here downtown. It was always my dream to live downtown somewhere. And so I'd lived in this house, and some guy went and murdered his whole family.
Oh, yeah.
And I moved out. I was like, I'm out of here. And Mike D was at my house. We were working on some stuff, and I was gone. But I drove up, and I see Mike D standing outside at my condo with the dog, and there were fire trucks everywhere. And somebody had busted like a water main. And I lived on the top level, but they busted it above even mine. It flooded every unit. But I drove up, and I was like, what is happening? That sucks for whoever this is. Oh, my God, it's my place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, man, somebody's going through something. That's so no. I see Mike soaking wet with my dog standing outside.
You know, I wonder too, like, how does that happen? Like, how do they get the addresses mixed up or whatever? But Uber, for some reason, never gets my house right.
This isn't Uber, though.
No,
and
I
Uber doesn't
understand.
have to like triple check before they demolish.
Yeah,
something.
they should have like a wristband like you do at the hospital. They should put it on the house.
on the mailbox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're right. But it's just weird, though, that every time I get an Uber at my house, they're always parked 2 houses down. They're like, my app says it's right here.
I hear you, and that is frustrating.
So maybe it's the same software
but I
as
don't
this
think
guy's.
they need to use software. I think they should like triple check.
Yeah.
Pen and paper. If you got a sore throat, chug pickle juice.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like it's like you're gonna be like, I can't wait to do it. But if it helps, when you have a sore throat, when I have a sore throat, all I can think about is the good old days when I didn't have a sore throat.
It's everything when I'm sick.
Yeah, like man, times used to be so good. And it's like you think I should have really valued those times.
Yes.
It's like you're a 95-year-old dude on a porch swing with Werther's Original. No, I just got a sore throat, but I'm like, man, the good old days back when I just could breathe through my nose.
And it doesn't hurt.
Yes. The next time you have a sore throat, try drinking or gargling first, then drinking pickle juice. The extreme high salt content can reduce inflammation and give you relief for 15 to 20 minutes, more so than some of the over-the-counter stuff that they have.
Do you guys like pickle juice? Like to drink?
It's really good.
I don't
love
mind.
it.
I don't mind. I like pickles, and I don't mind. But not to drink. I don't get to have a glass of it after work.
Oh, man, it's so good.
No, but when the jar of pickles is empty, you sip on it.
That's right.
It's so good.
That doesn't gross me out, but I don't think I've ever just been like, I'm going to chill out with some pickle juice.
I'll bring some tomorrow.
No, I'm good.
What?
I don't mind pickle juice. I like it. And what I didn't think I would like, the pickled snow cones,
Yeah, Piccadilly's.
the Piccadillys,
Yeah, because it's pickle juice with like
like
strawberry.
And you're like, there's no way that would be good.
It's delicious.
I just stop and get one every day. There's a little snow cone stand near the house. Very much a Texas,
Yeah, Tex-Mex.
Mexico type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there's no way. Shoot, I was their best customer.
Dude, we ate some of those every day.
I wanted to pick a punch card because I was there every day. But knocking down the house, that is. And then it sounds like by that news story, he then was like, no, this is the right one. No, trust me. She's like, no, I live there.
Yeah, I would know.
That's not the right one. Coming up, Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank. She is one of our favorite guests that come on all the time. Amy's got a question she's been embarrassed to ask that she's going to ask Barbara Corcoran. We'll talk about Shark Tank. We'll talk about dyslexia because Barbara Corcoran is dyslexic. And Eddie, you and Amy have both just been diagnosed with it.
That's right.
All that coming up next.